You want to hear what it sounds like when the people in power are scared of you? Well, here you go.
We need to champion that voting is a privilege.
That's what it looks like. Kim Hammer, 15 years in politics, telling you and me that your vote is just a privilege. Who the hell does he think he is? I spent 24 years in uniform. 16 of that was spent in Cold War era nuclear alert facilities. We called them hooches. We had to be in the air minutes from the time that the president made the decision to launch nuclear weapons, so we lived in hooches, right there on the base, 50 feet away from my jet. Weeks at a time, years of accumulated time. A few years ago, we found out that those buildings were full of asbestos, and it's likely that the cause of my breathing problems. Lung cancer is probably in my future, and some guy in a suit tells me that my sacrifice was for a privilege? Like hell it is. A privilege is something that he decides that you've earned, something to be taken away if you don't respect it. A right is something that you have because you're an American, and it's protected in the Constitution. And every person who swears an oath to that Constitution is sworn to protect that right. He didn't use that word by accident, not a man asking for a job that runs our elections. But this isn't just Kim Hammer. He said it out loud, what all of them have been doing quietly for 130 years. They know exactly what your vote is worth. That's the whole problem. More people voting means less power for them. Keeping you from voting is in every bill, every fee, every rule, every day taken off the voting calendar. They're not afraid of fraud. They are afraid of you. There was a time in Arkansas when you had to pay a fee to vote. $1. Back when $1 was a day's wages. And you couldn't pay it at the courthouse. You had to get a receipt from your sheriff. They said it was to help pay for schools. It wasn't. Farmers in this state had started organizing and voting together. And then the men in power saw that their control was slipping away, so they put a price on the ballot box. 65,000 Arkansans stopped voting. That was the point, and it worked. They left it on the books for 70 years. Today, the pitch is smarter. Now they tell you somebody's sneaking into your voting booth to steal something from you. The Heritage Foundation, the conservative think tank that wrote Project 2025, went looking for that somebody that's stealing your votes. They found 6 cases in Arkansas in 24 years. 6! And we are supposed to believe that that's the reason for this emergency? The only people taking anything from you are the ones who are already in power. And what they're taking is the last bit of power that you have left. You want to know what I consider to be emergency? Kids in this state going to bed hungry. Mothers dying, having their babies here more than anywhere else in America. Our hospitals closing their doors. People working full-time for poverty wages. Those are the actual emergencies. In 2021, a bill was filed in this state to wipe out early voting on the last Monday before Election Day. Why would anybody want fewer days to vote? Well, fewer days means fewer voters. That's not a side effect. That was the product. And losing that Monday doesn't affect Kim Hammer or anyone else with a salary in a corner office. They vote whenever it suits them. This hits the nurse's aide, picking up doubles to cover rent. The single dad who can't afford to lose 4 hours of pay on a Tuesday. The waitress, the guy on second shift. Last Friday, the head of Homeland Security told election officials in all 50 states to hand over their voter rolls or face fines and prison. They are coming after the vote everywhere. Understand where this goes. People who think your vote is something to be granted don't stop at your vote. Rights get taken, one at a time, starting with the most vulnerable and most marginalized people in our society. Everybody else stays quiet because it wasn't their rights that were taken until it's their turn. So let me be clear, because I'm going to keep saying it from now until November and every day after. Every one of these people swore the same oath I swore 30 years ago. My oath didn't expire the day I retired, and neither does theirs. I will call out anybody who swore that oath and is breaking it. I will embarrass people. I am going to make every single one of them uncomfortable. Anybody, any office, any party, a governor, a judge, a mayor, anyone. If you swore to it, you live by it, or you answer to the people. Period. That's not a Republican standard, and it's not a Democrat standard. It's the constitutional standard. This is Arkansas. We are the loudest state in America. Nobody has ever accused an Arkansan of being quiet at the Razorback game. So how the hell did we end up at the bottom 5 in the nation for voter turnout? It's not because we don't care. It's because we've been told our vote doesn't matter for so long that a lot of us started believing it. Same trick, 130 years running. They don't have to take your vote. They're just counting on you not using it. We are Arkansans. It's time we started acting like it. Do you want to end hunger in our state? Do you want a hospital close enough to get to it when it's an emergency? Do you want our tax dollars going to our public infrastructure? Do you want the best schools in the nation? Do you want a wage a person can live on? Then it's up to us to vote. And I want you to join our KIN network. It's free. It's just a network of neighbors making sure neighbors get to the polls and share candidate information. So here's what I want you to do right now. Comment KIN it to win it. That's KIN. And tell me your most important reason for voting this year. I'll read every single one of them. The power has always been with the people. We are Arkansas, and we are done being quiet. I'm Ryan and Chospy, Chief Chops, and I'm running for Arkansas House District 24 because they have gotten far too comfortable and nobody has made them uncomfortable in a very long time. Driven by results, bound by honor.